In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the quartile function. And not only how to use the function, but I'll also show you a more, since the function has so many options, I'm going to show you a more dynamic way to use it. So I have a data set here. These are CPR test results, CPR training test results from an employer. So what I want to do is use the quartile function to divide this data up. I want to find the minimum test result, the maximum test result, the first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. So basically the first quartile is going to tell me the results for a quarter of the data, for the lowest quarter of the data. The second quartile is going to show me the data for half the data, half or lower. So, and then the third is going to tell me 3/4 or lower. So really, this will tell me, that what test score the first quarter of data got, test score that half of them got, and the test score that a third of the employees got. So we can look at that information by typing in the quartile function. It's asking me for an array of data. I'm choosing this array, comma, and I'm going to use all the options, but for this we want the minimum to show up, and we got 5, which is correct. What I'm going to do is I can just copy this function to all these other cells, and then I can change. See, that's why I put this number here, just for a reference to show you that this will give you the option for the first quartile. And change all the option numbers. Alright, so what the results are telling us is minimum value is 5, the maximum value is 37, and this tells us that a quarter of the workforce that took the test scored about 10 or less. Half the workforce that took the test score about 15 or less. And then 75% or 3/4 of the workforce scored 18 or less. So why would you use this? Why would you use quartiles in this situation? You might want to improve the way you test. You might want to, I wouldn't say target people in the workforce, but maybe use this data to figure out how you can enhance your training to make it easier on some individuals. You could look at it a few different ways. You could display the data, to show the results so that some people could see that they got a high score. I don't know, but there's a lot of different ways you could use to improve. I don't know any other way that you would want to use this data for this specific circumstance. So another way, I want to show you a more dynamic way. So I would like, instead of having to paste this formula in multiple spots, I'd like to just have a drop down and then have my results appear somewhere. So let me pick 3 cells. I'm going to put a drop down box here, and I'm going to add all of these different options. So do a drop down, we'll go to data validation, we'll do a list box, and I could pick these, but I'm going to type them in manually. So min first, I'm going to put second instead of median, third, and max. So these will all appear in my drop down. So now I'm going to have a number, one of these numbers appear depending on what shows up here. I can do that with the ifs formula, ifs function, by saying ifs this equals, and I gotta use quotes for text, if it equals min, then I want a 0 to appear, because I want, you'll see later I'll attach that 0 to my formula. And if first, if E8 equals first, then I want to have a 1 appear. If E8 equals second, then I want to have a 2 appear. Sorry, this is kind of a long function. I keep almost typing ifs because I'm used to writing the if formula multiple times, but now that we got the ifs formula, it makes it a little easier. Okay, so if E8 equals third, then we want 3 to appear, and if E8 equals max, then we want a 4 to appear. Closing parentheses, enter. Alright, so that's cool. This should work. Got my 2. So now I can use the formula and use this for the options section, and whatever we select here will correlate with what we're trying to find. So quartile, selecting the array, comma, and then selecting E8 where our options, oh no, sorry. It's going to be F8. That's where the number is actually going to appear. Alright, so minimum value 5, first quartile about 10, second quartile about 15, third quartile got 18, and our max value, oops. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I know the ifs formula might have been a little much, but I just wanted to show that there's a more dynamic way of using this function. Thanks for watching.